G'day, folks. Hi there. Welcome. This is yet another, well, I say yet another, first in a wee while, list review. Uh, we try and focus on only the most competitive and serious tournaments in the meta around the country. And so obviously little minor stuff like Hamilton doubles and Desolation of Wellington don't get a mention, but we thought we'd bring it right back for possibly the biggest tournament of the year, the War in Warganui 2 Buckleberry Ferry beatdown. So with me today is the mighty Denny. Say ahoy, Denny.
Ahoy, hoy.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. And because we couldn't afford George, we got Connor here to join us as well. Hi, Connor.
Hello.
Connor's going to be the TO of this tournament, and has joined us previously in some of our subscriber only content. So, without any further ado, I'm going to pass you guys over to Connor for a bit of a rundown of the War in Warganui. Tell us all about it, Connor. What's it all about? What are we going to see here?
So it's a cheeky little 1 day 4 game 450 point event. It's got a bit of a focus on bringing stuff out that you wouldn't necessarily see at your bigger events, and just a bit of all around fun. The format for this is a little different. I've got 6 scenarios that I've picked to be as balanced as possible and to try not exclude specific army builds or lend too much strength to others. So there's no contested champions, so you don't have to worry about taking Faramir. And there's no reconnoiter, so everything's not going to just run off the board past you and you get to play for 10 minutes.
Oh, thank goodness I'm not going to come up against a Balrog list in contests or a only
Yeah, that would
Wargangmar
be.
list in Reconnoiter, because
That's good to know.
I mean, I don't know if that would
Mm,
ever happen, but it would be incredibly rude
no,
if it was.
You'd much rather come
no,
up
I
against
was going
someone
to
as
say
this.
that would be
No.
disrespectful and
Mm.
that person would be shamed. So the missions we do have are Domination, Capture and Control, Fog of War, Lords of Battle, Hold Ground, and Command the Battlefield. You will
That's
notice that there are 6 missions, but only 4 scenarios, games. So we will roll at the start of each one, and we'll play each scenario once, and we'll just see what you end up with on the day. So you may skip something that didn't work in your favor, or you may end up with something that didn't work in your favor. But it's a good way of making sure people don't try solve the games
Mm,
before they even hit the tabletop.
love it. It's going to be great fun. Looking forward to a good fun tournament and quite a casual one too, I'm sure, based on
Yeah, yeah,
tons of
absolutely. I
people,
mean,
tons of
it's a
answers
pretty
coming.
chilled out place, Wanganui.
Yes, famously.
I mean, I'm
Mm.
pretty excited to answer the question which has been dominating my dreams for years, which is what is the meta in Warganui?
Well, shall we find
It's pretty filthy. It's pretty filthy. I'm not gonna
Is it?
lie. It's the birthplace of all wood elves,
out? And
No,
someone said
I
the
doubt
different
that.
place of all
and
what
that's
else.
about it. Yeah,
I doubt that.
that's
I'm
all
sure
that
a
is.
1 day 450 point tournament is going to be nothing but fluff and theme and nothing disgustingly power gaming.
On that
Yeah.
note, shall we have a
Speaking of,
look? Shall we see?
there
Yes.
we go.
Take us
The
through, Connor.
first list. Embarrassing. There you go. So we've got Variags of Khand. We got a Khandish king on horse, who's the leader, with 10 Khandish horsemen. And in the second warband, a Khandish chieftain on chariot with 10 Khandish horsemen, 22 models, 22 bows, 4 might, and a lot of legs.
And a chariot
And a
at
chariot
450.
Yeah.
and a
Sorry, 2
fluffy,
wheels.
fluffy
Apologies.
tournament.
Thoughts?
21 horsemen with axes and fight 4 plus and a chariot.
You love it.
I was told this
You
was
Beautiful.
love it.
I was promised.
I, I, I just can't
This
wait
is
to
fun.
play for an hour and a half as someone just kites the entire game, and then when my little army eventually hits the lines, just gets mowed down by a chariot.
Who's equipped to deal with this at 450? What do you just
Well,
literally you
the
just
good news is
shot?
there's 2 Maelstrom missions. So it could work out really well, where the chariot just comes in and mows you down straight away.
Can you make a TO
That is
rule
an
that
option.
this person has to deploy first in Maelstrom?
No.
Okay, I tried, Sam.
Oh god. I mean, I've never
But
played
yeah,
one.
it's
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 gonna be
just
great fun.
it's a lot of fun stuff.
It's just
I
Fun
don't think
for
I've
who?
ever seen just a whole lot of mounted cars and just a completely no. It's only the one chariot as well. It could be worse. It could be
that's
3.
true. That's true. It could have been more chariots. That's very true.
Mm.
We've got away lucky, really. I think
Yeah, lucky for us.
a lot of fight 4 axes on horses coming at us, folks. and all of them have bows. So, I mean,
Yep.
I literally don't know what I know what I'm bringing to this tournament, and everyone's gonna find out soon. I literally no clue what I would do against this, apart from just roll over and die. I mean,
That might be the game plan, actually.
I mean, it usually is, to be fair.
Yeah.
But even
I
more
think the
so,
game plan against this one is early lunch.
it's concede early, move on with your life. You win some, you lose some. That's just the way it goes.
Actually, the fun part about this is in one of the missions, Fog of War, you have to kill the guy on the chariot. So it's not even like you're trying to just take down the squishy guy on the horse.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see a protractor because I'm sure as any
It better be.
lover of Khand will tell you, you must bring a protractor when coming to a tournament.
Millimeter's going to count for a lot against this list. I'm going to make sure every one of them is accounted for. I'm going to make this. I'm going to make whoever brought this regret it. Oh god! At
That's
least
the kind of attitude we're going through at this event, actually, Sam. You've
Yeah.
nailed it.
they
I
started
mean,
it. They
who's
started
worse here, Sam asking for a millimeter count or the person that brought a chariot to
Yeah.
a 450-point tournament?
This person has thrown hands. They have
I'll
started.
let the two viewers at home make that decision.
Well, not to spoil anything, but there might be a worse person out there.
Probably several of them, I imagine.
Yeah, who can say?
We bring back Contest of Champions for this one, maybe. At least I think I can, king on a horse,
Yeah.
deal with that.
Okay. Well, no, the problem is then the chariot just runs straight over half your army in the first turn again, which I guess is the problem most of the time.
It is. It's pretty much It's pretty much how it's going to be. I think. Lucky I've got a high defense force, but anyway, it's not that just yet. What do we think, folks? Do we like it? Do we hate it? Do we love it? Are we terrified?
I hate it.
I hate it, but I love it.
Yeah.
This is the
I'm
first.
gonna love if I don't verse it. How about that?
Already,
It's a great spectator.
This person. I already know that.
22 bows. It's just so rude. I
What are they hitting on?
think it's fours.
Oh yeah, so fives most of the time. That's you're only going to average what, like 8 shots hitting,
Yeah,
2 to 3
Yeah.
models dead every turn.
when there's literally no
Yeah.
counter to it.
When armies don't have a march answer or
When there's
They
no
move
solution,
5
any
inches every
counter
turn.
shit.
slowly corral them into a corner over the course of 15 turns. That's kind of that's my
Mm.
only
Yeah,
real
and
strategy.
then timeout.
Well, the chariot burns through a hole through, and they're on. Anyway, it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a fun game.
Beautiful, fantastic.
All right.
On to
Does
the
it get
next.
worse or better from here?
Oh, of course it does, Sam. Of course it does. We've got the Rangers. So we've got Arathorn as the leader, 3 Rangers of the North with Spear, 2 Dunedain with Spear, and then Warband 2 is Halbrand with Banner, Ranger of the North with Spear times 3, and Dunedain with Spear times 1 for 11 bows, 11 models, and 15 might. So only half as many bows as the previous list. So I think this is taking it down a notch.
Just every bow's got might now.
It's 50% better.
Yeah. Can you take Halberd with Arathon? TO?
You can. There's no specific ruling against it. It's only the daddy and son teams that are banned.
It's surely minus composition points for that, though, isn't it?
Halbrand might have been 5 at the time, but there's no. Again, it's Middle Earth. There's nothing against child soldiery.
They grow up quick, Dunedain. They're men in the north. Ready for action. I'm not gonna lie. This is more what I was expecting to see. Coming to the Warganui Buckleberry Free beatdown. This is more the kind of energy I was expecting.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not. I don't think you see just Rangers of the North themselves that often.
No,
I think
no,
most
they're
people
not.
tend to spam out the Dunedain if they're even running them in the first place.
Mhm.
But I think that having that extra pip of defense when you don't know, but there's going to be impact hits. That extra pip of defense makes it that much better.
Well, it'll save lives. I don't think I've ever played
And the
against
fate.
Griffin either. I'm looking forward to that. The fate trope.
And
I mean-
2 striking heroes with 3 might each is pretty nice.
Yeah, and the Fearless Banner is pretty sweet.
Really helps.
Once
Not gonna
again,
have a good
for
time in
armies that,
hold ground, but
for armies that didn't bring March, the last 2 lists are not going to be fun to verse.
And Fog of War, you can just pick anyone. You're away.
Yeah.
4 Lords of Battle. Imagine just getting your hero through this army and just boosting on might. End the game with 8 might or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
How good
So
would
I
that
love
be?
the theory of this list, but actually having to sit down and do the admin, oh, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Gonna
To
be a
Need a
lot of little
spreadsheet.
bands. Yeah.
It is very low model count. I imagine this is going to be pushing the lowest we see, surely, as well.
I mean, they've all got a
I
point of
think it's
fate at
right down
least,
the
right?
bottom.
So
Yeah.
they've all got a point of fate.
Yep.
So you kind of bump it
Yeah.
up by
So they got
0.5.
1.5 wins.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. No, very cool.
I like it.
Very cool. And again,
One
don't
was-
want to verse it.
Luckily, I bought lots of bows, and so did you, Denny, I'm sure. So we'll be fine. No problem.
All right. Moving on.
It's getting better.
Fell Beings of Mirkwood. We got Razgush as the leader with 8 orcs with shield, 6 orcs with shield spear, and 1 orc with banner shield. Accompanied by the Spider Queen with a bat swarm, 9 orc trackers, and 2 wall riders with shields for 29 models, 9 bows, and 6 might.
So be kind, gentlemen, because this is mine.
How should we move on then?
Elves. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, I reckon there's going to be a lot of elves
Yeah,
at this
real
450 point tournament.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the whole reason for taking this, because of the army bonuses for the Legion, 2/3 of them are only relevant if you're versing elves. And if for some reason I don't verse any elves, I've essentially just bought terrible mortal.
I'm sure. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
Yeah, we will. Who could possibly say?
Yeah.
But no, it's good. And elves do tend to be the meta. So if you read the meta like a book, this is going to work out so well for you.
Excellent.
Because, you've got all these fight 5 Easterlings running around. The best counter against those is just hordes and hordes of Galadrim, and you just eat them.
She's thinking 6 months ahead of the meta, I think, at this point, which is a shame, actually,
I think so.
because we're not quite there yet.
Yeah, Warganui is actually about 8 years ahead of where the meta is currently. And we're actually playing the next edition of MESBG. So,
oh, cool.
So I'm personally really excited to run a list that goes against both of my list building ideas, which is one, you should always bring March, because who knows when you're going to burst 22 bows. And number 2, you should always bring a terror answer, because who knows if you're going to verse, I don't know, like the Balrog or something like that. Stupid. I've done neither of those in this list, so as long as I don't run into anything terrifying or heaps of bows, I should be fine.
Yeah. Well, you've got the good combo of the Spider Queen and the Bat Swarm there as well. You guys are sniggering quite a lot. Is there something you guys know that I'm not sure I do?
No.
I know what a nice guy Denny is, and how it's gonna be a real shame to see him get completely decked by literally everyone else.
He may be happy that this isn't worth any league points. I think he might be.
Is it not worth league?
I'll just be happy to go to Wanganui.
Cancel my ticket. I'm sorry, I'm not interested.
If it's worth league points, I may not have taken Fell Beings of Mirkwood.
Oh, it's gonna be good. You got a Bat Swarm. I mean, that solves a lot of problems. Bat Swarm, Spider Queen solves a lot of problems. Don't forget
if you can get into the terrifying enemies.
And
I'm really excited for Razgush to get the +1 to his fight, and for the entire army to get Hatred Elf.
It's a rule. What fight is Razzie?
5.
Razor, sorry. Nice.
Yeah, Razor.
Yeah, so you're hitting the nice number with the Bat Swarm there. He's a striker here as well.
Well,
that's it.
He's a striker?
Yeah, he's got strike. He's like Gothmog, just with no Warg.
Oh, yeah.
It's tidy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 9 bows is actually going to help you against quite a few of the lists we've seen so far.
It's not, man. It's such a waste.
Tracker bows.
I was like, I'll take 9 bows, because surely I'll be coming up against 4 or 5 bows max.
I mean, you probably got the 3rd highest amount of bows in this entire thing. So
of the last 3 lists.
The last 3 lists.
There's clearly a shooting meta, which you've read and understood.
Oh, we have fun. Oh well, let's see. Maybe we're all wrong, and there's lots of elves and lots of.
Is there a liquor license at the venue?
There isn't, but there is a nice back parking lot that you can kind of stash a bottle behind a dumpster or something.
Excellent. I may need that.
Yeah.
I'll just take on the sights and sounds of Wanganui. Yeah, please move on.
Yeah, it's enough bullying.
Speaking of bullying, the Black Gate opens.
He's good, mortal.
We got that. We've got the Mordor Troll Chieftain, who's the leader. He's got of course, the extra heroic stats. And we got 5 just regular Orc warriors with shield, 4 warriors with spear, 3 warriors with two-handed weapon. Second warband is the Mouth of Sauron. I believe he's got a horse that I haven't. No, he does not have a horse in this case. And then we've got 3 orcs with bow, 4 orcs with shield, 2 orcs with spear, 2 orcs with shield and spear, and just an extra troll, just for fun.
That's the amount of
models,
bows I was
3
wanting to
bows.
verse. That's the amount of bows.
5 might.
Yeah. Can I just say, what's happened to us as a country, as a society? When did it become okay? No, seriously, moment here. When did it become okay to bring 2 trolls and a
450.
spellcaster to a 450-point tournament? What's happened to us as a people?
Don't think
could
that
have
you
been
bringing
2
these
troll
two-handed weapons is gonna make me
it
feel
doesn't
any
make it
sympathy
okay.
towards you,
It
because
doesn't make it okay.
You've got no Morannons, you know. That's
he doesn't
something.
need them when you've got 2 trolls.
It's just going to be hurl, 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 and that's it. This is basically chariots.
Cheeky transfix in there, just for fun.
Yeah, genuinely. This is just chariots. It's not going to be combat. Hill, hill,
Yeah.
hill, hill, hill. That's it. We're done. Go home.
The chariots on the side note hate this. Hate this with a passion.
This is smart because you get the army bonuses that aren't alpha specific, so there's actually benefit in taking this legendary legion.
Genius. It's just genius. This is someone who knew, I guess, the chariot meta was in. This is someone who knew that chariots and camp were going to be meta. So
I am going to come clean. I did release the list to a few specific people ahead of time, just to spice things up a little bit, keep it exciting.
and
I think this is one of the people.
Funnily enough, I wasn't actually. I wasn't one of those people. No.
No, of course not.
This is why
no. It's Warganui locals only. We got all the out of towners listened first, and then we shared them around, and we had a big meeting, and we came up with this.
This is why your nasty little tournament isn't getting league points, because of this kind of tomfool. Never will.
Jokes on you. That's why I always hand my list in late.
Yeah. Well, not at all.
Well, not at all.
I think this is...
come back to Warganui next year, guys. We're going to run the same event. It's going to be great. We'd love to have a whole bunch of out of town folks there, and we'll have a good time.
Oh dear, fixed, rigged. Well, it wouldn't be the first time in the NZL, would it? I think this is. In all seriousness, though, back to the list for a minute. I think this is.
It's very strong.
This is hardcore. I mean, who's equipped to deal with double trolls and the mouth transfixing things at 450? Who's got 3 threats like that they can deal with at this point still?
Yeah.
Not
and
many
26 models as well is not a shabby number.
It's a solid number.
It's 3 less than me, but it has 2 trolls and a good spellcast.
It's toy.
Yeah, but you've got a Spider Queen and a bad
I'd easily trade that in for 2 trolls.
Yeah, and Chief Control as well. He's a serious piece of kit. I'm not looking forward to playing it.
Fantastic. Love to see it.
I came into this day thinking I made a great list. I'm really proud of it. It's going to be really awesome. I'm stoked with it. And I've gone through these so far, and I'm just getting sadder and sadder.
Well, for if you slip a little bit of money or something my way, I'm sure we can come up with some sort of resubmission system, or we'll figure it out.
It's like NCA all over again.
I'll let you reset, Sam.
Thank you.
We'll give you someone who's going to help you write your list as well. We'll get George in. We'll sort it out.
2 trolls in the mouth, and then 25 orcs. That's what you want. That's actually what you want.
No, it's a nice looking list.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Can you get it away from us?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right, moving on. The Kingdom of Khazad-dûm.
Here we go.
Dwarf King with the full kit. He's got 2 Khazad Guard, 2 Dwarf Warriors, 3 Dwarf Warriors with shield, and 1 Dwarf Warrior with bow. We have a King's Champion with the Heralds, identical warband, except for 1 less shield. And then we've got what I think is the best pick in this. Thank you, Denny. The best pick in this, the Shield Bearer, with 2 Khazad Guard, 3 Warriors with shield, and 1 bow. 22 models, 3 bows, 5 might, lots of beard.
That's the amount of bows I was expecting. It's nice.
Full disclosure, this is my list.
Okay, well, you are the TO, so it will be nice. It is a very cool, themey, fluffy 450-point list, which still packs a punch.
Herald packs a serious punch, and the king as well.
Yeah,
Hazards as well. Like,
yeah.
there's
He's
serious chop.
strength 5 is a nice place to be.
Serious chop in here. Yeah, God, yeah.
I think you outshoot me.
You've got 9 shots, but
Against
I don't care
D7?
about them, so it's fine.
D7, yeah. It's that,
Yeah.
the math on that.
Yeah. You'll be happy to know all my heroes are defense 8 or higher.
Fight 6.
Yes, fight 6, fight 5 on the shield bearer, I believe. But he gets free hero combat, so it's fine. It balances out.
There's more plain old dwarf warriors than I might normally expect. What's the reason behind that?
I like to make a big line of tiny men and push them up the field.
Right.
Yeah, it makes me feel big too.
Yeah. Also, I think not taking Durin means that you don't want to spam too hard Cousin Guard because you're not getting the burly.
Yeah.
And being able to shield against a charging cab or something like that's super helpful.
That's legit, actually. Yeah, fair enough. The Durin thing. Cool.
I mean, if this was a tournament with lots of objective-based scenarios and not many movement scenarios, then this would be an ideal list to have.
I think I might get a little screwed by Maelstrom. Is the only thing, because I've got the 3 quite small warbands. I think there's only 8 guys in each. So if one of those ends up by itself, that's the
you got enough might to push them around. Then you got the march with the king.
Shieldbearer's got no might, does he? Shieldbearer? I don't think he has any.
He has 1. He has a single point of might.
Yeah, he just rolled him first.
Yeah, and hope for the best.
Even so,
but I've only got 2 points of might with strike, which will be fun.
If someone Maelstroms in, like if King's Champion Heralds, Khazards, Dwarf, that warband, even if my warband of 15 comes in behind it, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Going to be a slog to get through. Anyway,
that's the plan. The whole tournament's going to be a slog by the sound of it so far. So I'm just adding to that.
That's what I remember. This game only a couple of years ago. Really, you come along and you can be pretty confident that 3/4 list that come along to the tournament will be kind of crap. Yeah, mine included. Whereas these days, I bring something that's even slightly off key, and it's just like wham, go home, go back where you came from. Everyone's just like the level is just.
That's the Warganui meta, mate.
I'm just impressed with the Warganui meta. That's it.
Nice.
I reckon the 3 worst lists, Sam, are going to be the 3 Wellington lists. You heard it here first.
Yeah, theirs. Yeah.
That is what we were aiming for.
It's actually 2 players packs that went out. The one to us saying like keep it fun and themey and fluffy. And that one's saying they'll be bringing. And then the other one will be like,
we're going to trap them here and we're going to beat the shit out of them, rural style.
Can I inquire why a 2-handed axe and a throwing axe on the Dwarf King? Is it just a points thing?
Of fluff.
Yeah, it's a points thing. You end up with 5 points left, and I have a nice model with a big choppy axe, and I want to use it.
Fair enough.
And the throwing axe is because I can't go too far away from my core.
Right.
I have gone quite far with
TX,
actually
I
higher
think you
than defense 3.
there.
Yeah.
Tax. Different taxes.
What do you want to name your Dwarf King?
Yeah. I haven't thought that far. I'm going to go with Gomley, as in Budget Gimli.
You definitely had thought about that previously.
Gomley.
You need more of a pause after I hadn't thought that far for you to really sell that.
We're really quick on our feet up here.
What's going on? This is crazy.
All right, what's next? What's next on the prompter, Denny?
How many states lawyers already got here?
It's better than Doodlem or something, nonsense like that. That'd be just crazy.
It sounds like you're trying to sell unreleased miniatures models, is what it sounds like. This is Gomley.
Yeah, look, I got a shipment in from AliExpress. The printing was a little off, but we've got merch available if anyone wants to buy some.
All right.
Yeah, moving on.
Yes.
Got Angmar, a tournament classic. We've got the Tainted on Armored Horse, who's the leader. We've got 8 Orcs of Shield, 5 Orcs of Spear and Shield. And then we've got Big B himself, Birder. He's got a Banner Orc, 8 Orcs of Shield, and 4 Orcs with Spear and Shield. And just a Deadmar Spectre in there, just for fun. 29 models, no bows, 5 might.
Seriously, were there 2 different players packs? I thought this is supposed to be themey and fun. Who brings Angmar at 450 to a themey fun tournament?
In which case, there's no Barrow Whites.
No, it's just a fight 6, strength 6 dude with 3 might on a 40mm base, just chilling.
Yeah.
This is the third list we've seen where it's been like 2 threats, a third kind of support, and then just like a crap load of orcs.
Yeah.
You know, you had Spider Queen and Razgosh, and then Bat Swarm was your kind of support. And you've got two trolls, and caster, the mouth. No, Tainted and Birder with a Spectre. That's very much a theme.
Yes. Can you double check if Birder has the keyword elf?
Oh, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, let me just get my book out. No.
It's crazy. Wow.
If he runs the Dead Marsh Spectre, that's the elf model, you might get it there, but we'll have to see on the day.
Denny, wasn't that in the most recent FAQ? I'm sure it was.
I think it was, yeah.
I saw that.
Easy.
Yeah. Teo's not check his rules, I think. I mean, this is what can you say about this that you can't say about the previous two? It's we've got a serious Wraith with a serious, frankly, pretty toxic ability, and some spellcasting. You've got a very serious hero who's going to go whack, whack, whack. Thanks very much. And then you've got a Spectre just for a little bit of, a little bit of sprinkle, a little bit of chaos.
Don't forget the army bonus of no one's ever charging into this because there's a neg one tainted laying around with all the orcs getting terror.
Denny, the terror is your issue, dude. I'm not concerned about that at all.
I'm excited for my Courage
I'm
One
actually good
orcs.
with the terror. With my shield bearer, I'm re-rolling courage tests, so I'm a happy lad.
Happy as clam. I mean, this is that same theme of just like, I guess my thinking was when I made my list was 2 threats was enough, or 1.5 really. I did not think 3 or 2.5 was going to be the kind of the standard you had to meet, in the same way that Denny thought 9 bows was going to be enough, and did not realize that the expected standard was a dozen plus. 20 odd was kind of it's just not.
Yeah, I think it's interesting with this points level, you end up in a really weird spot with warbands where sometimes you're spending points to just for the heck of it, just to fill up a warband, because you've just there's no point throwing that extra 60-point captain in there or something.
Exactly.
So you're basically going, all right, I've got my leader, I've got something else, and then you just end up filling it with guys, or you throw a third thing in there, but then you sacrifice something somewhere else, or you just take all ranges and don't care. But
yeah, it's interesting. You're right. It's kind of like a list that has 2 kind of moderate-sized threats, reasonable points cost, and something else, has the advantage over something. I guess maybe that's why you don't see elves, because you can only get the one actual serious threat hero. You can't get that second one in realistically and have enough time for equal troops.
Yeah, end up with 11 troops or something.
Exactly.
Hey, Sam, have you seen something yet where you've gone, man, I can't wait to verse this one in Fog of War, because I have yet to see that.
That is only defense 6.
Maybe Halberd
with strike and strength 6. And,
he's fight 6 standard, isn't he? Yeah,
he is.
Is that all?
And with the banner in his warband, yeah, of course.
What's to worry about?
Yeah, it's actually a very strong 450-point list. Whoever did this, well done. I really like it, and you get to see the tainted, which is cool.
And the tainted, you don't see that. It's gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun, but
what's his special ability again?
You can shut off heroics. And even standfasts, which is pretty cool. So you get to a situation where you kind of break your opponent and you're not broken, you just go, I'm going to shut off all of your standfasts.
He's one who poisons wherever he touches, isn't he? As well.
He also gets that one, yeah.
Yeah, because there's the Dwemer Lake, which does the...
Yes.
That's the other one in that group, but I think he's stuck with a 2-handed weapon or something.
That's right.
Crazy like that.
Yeah.
So you'd only take him to fun, casual events.
Can we go to this person and say, no, retcon? Actually, I'm not sure Dumalek's better anyway. No. Can we switch it to the Knight of Umbar? Like mandatory, this has to be the Knight of Umbar instead?
Yeah, Yellow Alliance, get stuff.
Yeah.
Red Alliance, even.
Yeah, Dark Knight, Knight of Umbar, that's it.
Can we just say every infantry troop has to be a Dead Marsh Spectre?
I don't know if you want to play that game.
By 3.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's better, to be honest.
No, you just end up with everybody all over the place.
Sounds like fun.
And they're all wounding you on 4s all the time.
By terror answer.
You could weapon swap for a pick, which does nothing, as I'm told. But
let's not even go there. It's
who would know? Who would know?
The history of one member of this chat. All right.
Let's not talk about it.
What have we
Let's
got?
move on to the next one. We have the fiefdoms. We've got Furlong the Fat with a horse, who's the leader. Got 9 clansmen of Lamedon or Lamedon. We've got 4 axemen of Lossark. And 2 Knights of Dol Amroth with the horse and a lance. And second warband, we've got Angbor the Fearless, 10 Clansmen, 3 Axemen, and another 2 Knights of Dol Amroth with all the fun stuff. There you go.
Is this the first good list? No,
32 models, 0 bows, 5 might.
Finally, a bad list.
Yeah, we've been waiting. We've been waiting a long time.
Well, second bad list. We've already seen the
Yeah.
first bad list.
Yeah. A lot of stuff competition for worst list. This is mine. I'm not gonna say this is mine. And I'm not going to lie. When I thought I can get 32 fight 4 troops with +1s to wound into this list, including 6-inch banner, fearless bubble, and rerolling 1s to wound, I thought, yep, I am God's gift to MSBG. I'm the best player who's ever lived. This is incredible. This is genius. I thought I was the hottest hot thing around up until about 15 minutes ago when I started looking at these lists. And it has been a roller coaster, an emotional roller coaster for me the last little while. Because
Yeah, this has been the Rowan Keatings of the videos.
yeah, this is it's dark. It's dark. What do you think of this?
I wouldn't sell yourself short, actually, because there's a lot of orcs that we've seen so far.
That's true.
And you're out fighting them. You don't care about your 2-handing and your +1 to wounding them. So most of the time you're going to be going down onto 4s. I think you'll carve your way through the troops of a lot of the lists. And you can just biff one of your lovely fearless folks into these big threats that we've seen so far, and you're very happy. I think you might have read the meta, and as long as you don't get absolutely annihilated by chariots, you should be okay.
That's going to be scary. Yeah.
Or just kited and shot to death because you got no bows.
No bows. Who needs them?
It's okay. You can march.
Ooh.
Hey.
I'm so sorry. I've got strength 5 with a lance. Don't come for me, all right?
I got strike.
That is a good place
Do
to
you?
be. Strength 5 with a lance.
On strike.
Angbor does.
Sleeping to bed with my wife.
You're strike. Yeah. Go home.
Mm.
I mean, it's
Yeah, Fatty on a horse is he does a lot of work. He might not have the strike, but you can just churn through troops like nobody's business.
Mm.
He's looking for 3s against all these defense 5 things we've seen so far.
You know who else is strength 5 +1? Elendil. Don't mess with that. And this guy's 100 points cheaper.
Mm.
Given your love for Numenor, Sam, I would have thought that you were going to run that at this tournament. Why didn't you?
I mean, I wouldn't want to be someone who brought that kind of massive, huge hero into this small, friendly tournament, though.
Mm.
No.
Very honourable.
Yeah, classy.
Yeah, that's Sam. Honourable.
You can also shield here. I got 4 Knights of Lamroth on horse as well, which I think is pretty tidy. The lances there, I'm pretty stoked with that. Get those in there. It's more cav than most people have had so far, and better cav than most people have had so far, apart from our first friend who's no friend of mine, actually. But other than that, I'm second biggest horsey man here, so it's not bad. Not a bad place to be.
Fantastic.
Cool.
All right.
Alrighty.
Sam didn't bring a banner.
Who needs a banner? I've got a 6-inch banner with Angbor on the 19 of my 32 tropes. I don't need it. Waste of time. Waste of points.
Yeah. And we're back after lots of edited discussion about banners.
Hopefully,
so should we move on?
George, edit this.
Can we move on?
Yeah, let's move on.
All hours of the morning.
We actually paused this video
go.
for 2 hours. They could abuse me out of the list. That's what it was. It's been shattering.
All right, moving on.
Sorry, yes.
Isengard. We've got Saruman on the horse, who's the leader. We got his little friend Grima, also on a horse. An Isengard troll, 2 berserkers, 4 Urukai with shield, 4 Urukai with crossbow, 13 models, 4 bows, 3 might. This is a good, interesting combo.
I like the combo.
It's like the Black Gates Legion, right? Your transfixer and your big power hitter.
Beat the tar at it. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the Saruman threat, it's the Isengard, it's the troll threat, and then your berserkers, your little extra, and then some tropes.
Grima at 450 is such a good call as well.
Such a good call.
You got to give up 3 troops really to answer that.
Triangle.
Yeah, and he's on the horse as well, so he can keep up with those cavalry lists which is a great place to be.
Really great place to be.
Yeah, I think this outshoots me.
This is a lot more like, again, kind of what I was expecting to see, in the sense that it feels it's unusual. The Sarah and Grima troll and two berserkers. Like, what's going on there? But also,
Yeah, there's 13 models at 450 is incredibly low.
Yeah, so through the needle with it. It doesn't feel. It still feels like it's got some serious punch to it, some stuff going on, but it's also a little wacky, a little different.
Sam watches you get this in Lords.
No, don't say such things. Don't say such things. Honestly, I'm all right against Isengard. I'm happy. I'm stoked. Go for it. Chop chop.
I don't think I'm ever happy against Grima, but I know what you're saying.
Grima's nasty. Grima's nasty.
Yeah, and Saruman's one of not the best caster in the game as well. So I think you're pretty happy with it. It's just whether or not the remaining 10 troops can stay alive long enough for you to achieve what you want to achieve.
I think the troll will do it all, to be honest.
A lot.
And
yeah, troll plus transfix is a good thing.
Great.
I mean, it's like an 18-inch transfix, which is essentially a 28-inch when you're on the horse.
Yeah, the horse. Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very cool.
Very cool. I like that. It's gonna be fun.
Cool.
Berserkers. I haven't played against Berserkers in a long time. I'm stoked to see some Berserkers.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see them chop through stuff, and I think they're actually going to have to do quite a bit of heavy lifting as well. Going for regular troops, while the troll targets heroes.
Yeah, trolls not.
And 4 crossbows is never a nice thing to see across the table either.
No. But yeah, the troll and berserkers have to do a lot of mass murder because there's not that same ability to kill hordes and hordes of stuff like some of the lists we've seen before.
Fantastic. I will pre-warning with this next list. I was told that I had to include some additional imagery on pain of death. So just kind of brace yourselves a little bit. It's nothing too nasty. It's not going to get us taken off YouTube or anything like that. But
we're going to get demonetized.
No.
Where's my
First, got to get monetized, and then you can get demonetized. I think you just get cancelled at this point. But yeah, let's go ahead. Embarrassed. Baharad. We got a Mahud King with a camel, war spear, and shield. We got a Mahud Raider with banner and blowpipe. We got 5 Mahud Raiders with war spear and blowpipe, and an additional Mahud Raider with war spear. The second warband is another Mahud King with camel, war spear, and shield, and then 6 Raiders with war spear and blowpipe. 15 models, 0 bows, but a lot of pipes, and 4 might.
I'm happy for whatever reason it is that Warganui just decides to stay in that area and doesn't venture out, because this is absolutely disgusting. And I'm not going to talk about the memes because that's for a younger generation, not me. But this here, impact hits and then also the blowpipes at 450.
15 Mahud Raiders. It's 15 chariots.
Delightful.
Right.
You'd hate to be like a defense 5 army going up against us, wouldn't you?
Or a defense 4 army.
Even worse.
15.
It's got mobility. It's when it goes in hard. And yeah, it's only got fight 3, but if you win a fight, you've got
war spears.
Mahud Kings with strength 5 and +1 to wound, which Sam you're familiar with. But he's got 2 who can strike.
Yeah.
This guy definitely got the correct player pack and not the one we sent to the rest of the regions.
This guy, I mean, this is hands down for me the best list I've seen so far.
Yeah, easy. And it's cool as well.
And it's so cool.
Do you know, is someone sold a kidney to GW, or is this all 3D printed?
I believe it's all 3D printed because GW's actually got more than enough kidneys right now.
And I've got a couple of mine.
Yeah, they're starting to thaw out at this point. It's become a problem.
15.
I don't know what to say about this. I mean, it's incredibly strong.
You hope it rolls bad against you, don't you? And then you just get to beat up those fight 3 guys.
Yeah.
But I think every single bow shot you're going, please for a camel, please for a camel, please for a camel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the kind of list where not only do you hope that it rolls bad against you, but you hope that the one turn that it does roll bad against you is the first turn, because you're probably not going to last like turns 2 and 3 to be able to put any kind of damage output back at it if it rolls bad in those
Yeah.
those 2 turns.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
You need
Yeah,
to
it's
win the
very
roll-off
strong.
against this. You need to win that roll off. In 1 turn, you can do a lot of chop. You can kill a lot of camels, but far out. You need to get that. If this thing gets 2 in priorities, you are toast.
Mm.
By too many, I mean 2 in a row.
Again, it seems like trolls might do quite well against this. A hurl will absolutely ruin these guys'
It's
day. And actually, that
double troll.
Saruman list,
That double
with
Saruman.
the Sorcerer's
Yeah.
Blast.
He's only 2 at a time though, but it is a long range, I guess. But yeah, double hurls,
Mm.
just woof.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I bought some Fight Forward this tournament.
There's a lot of knockdown this tournament actually. When you think about it, when you think about those trolls and the Saruman and Spider Queen,
Yeah.
a lot of
Mm.
lists are doing a lot of throwing you around, and this is going to be. And same with the first cab we saw the canned as well.
Yeah.
I imagine
Yeah.
if I'm bringing those lists, I'm not thinking I'm facing quite as much hurl and as much sorceress blast and stuff as I'm actually going to be facing.
Yeah, I think, again, at the low points, the trolls actually become a much better
Yeah.
call because at high points, there's more things that can just deal with it. Whereas,
Yeah.
and a lot of people who've got the troll have got that transfix or something to shut down the one hero that can deal with it, and then the troll just goes in and ruins that person's tournament.
Yeah. I don't know how to say this politely, but Wanganui, you get what you deserve. Sam and I, we're just going to chill at the bottom tables for the entire tournament, just having a great time, while all of you guys can just have your filthy lists versing your other filthy lists. Your 22 Khan bows against your 15 blowpipes.
I want to see those 2 play actually. I want to see that.
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you rig that for game 1?
That Battle of the Impacts.
Because this, I don't understand. The one thing this man cannot beat is that I think he would get slaughtered.
Mm.
Those 22 bows.
If he manages to catch them, though, then that's impact. If he gets the charge off, that's devastating for Khan. The impact
That's
hits
true.
on the horse and the rider.
That's true.
Yeah, but if that chariot just
But
gets
it's a
into
big
some of
number.
those
Chariot
games.
same thing. Reversed.
I don't think you even go in. You just sit there with your 22 bows and be like, yeah, what are you going to do?
Oh, it
buddy?"
eventually going to run out of table space, but once you do, just
Yeah.
I think that's the only one. So far as I can tell, that's the only one I'm really scared of. I'm playing this is the person who's bought actually half again more cab than me and a chariot and 22 bows, like actual shooting. It's kind of like this, but slightly more realistic.
Nicer.
Yeah, more rounded. This is one thing, but it does it incredibly well. Whereas the other one does several things.
Yep.
15.
Yeah, poison blowpipes as well. I didn't bother writing that out, but that just helps. Just that extra little bit in case you do have a bad day.
It's probably worth 1 wound, but still,
Yeah, that's true.
better than
That's
nothing.
Still counts.
Still counts.
Speaking of lists that do one thing but do it incredibly well,
Oh,
we've got Angmar again.
Do we?
We've got.
Sorry, do we?
We do.
Do we?
what does this do incredibly well? Could you tell me?
Well, if you have a look at the little stats we've got down the bottom, it does an amazing job on the foot count. But I'll read through the list first. Let's not ruin anything for our
Is this
audio-only
Angmar?
listeners. We've got a Wild Warg Chieftain, who's the leader, with 10 Wild Wargs. We've got a Wild Warg Chieftain with 10 Wild Wargs. And finally, we've got a Wild Warg Chieftain with 10 Wild Wargs. 33 models, 0 bows, 6 might, 132 legs.
The most legged infantry army you'll ever see at 450 points.
The card list is close on the legs, I will say. I think it came out as 132 or something, but
I think Counter beats this. It's got like 136 or something because it's 2 horses.
of course.
I think
That's not what we should be debating here.
I desperately want to see this come up against the previous list. I desperately want to see the impact hits on these flags.
Yeah. Are you like pro animal cruelty or something this year?
Big time in this case. Big time.
Yeah. This would be, it'd be like the savannah out there. It'd be horrific.
And after that, I want to see the Khan against this. That's the next thing I want to see.
I just want to watch everything against that.
Yeah, it's rolling.
This might be a list that actually you run out of space on the table to play.
Genuinely.
You may not be able to deploy.
It's 6-inch bubble around each of the heroes. Whoever's versing this, make sure your opponent's not doing anything sneaky.
Yeah.
for 10 wargs around a
They
chief.
can deploy in an actual circle in 3 circles. Holy Toledo. No one.
It's good because you got options with this list, which is great.
Yeah, you've got all your special strikes that you can use. You
All
know,
the
you're going to
tactics
pierce
and
with the
nows.
claws or bludgeon with the
Strength
paws.
4
you know,
across the board,
choices.
10-inch move, you know.
Yeah,
Reconnoiter,
you're
you're away.
going places.
I'm just thinking how you scale this up to like 800. I guess you bring a dragon.
It's
That's an
funny
option.
mention it actually.
I think that's actually illegal now, Denny.
It's not no longer
is it?
allowed. Yeah.
Too
I
strong.
think it
Way
was
too
called
strong.
too powerful. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, after it dominated the New Zealand finals a couple of years ago.
Yeah, man.
Who has 30 warg models? That's what I'm most interested in.
Only, and 3 Wildwag chieftains.
Yeah, knowing this
just
player, he's probably
something
proxied the
psychopath.
chieftains.
I don't
Got
want
an all Wag on a rock or something.
to try and clout chase or anything. I don't want to try and seem like I'm trying to get my 15 minutes of fame here. But my partner actually helped base these wags. So, you know, I'm kind of a big deal. The famous City Wag list. I'm like, you know.
I'm excited to see this. I think whoever's playing this is going to have a lot of fun with those chieftains just going to town. And they don't care about the hills. They're strength 6. They don't get knocked down. They don't give a damn.
And the rest of the army on D3 might, or D4, might care about
Yeah.
the hills. But you're right, those chieftains, they don't
But
care.
other than
And
that,
that
the
is the
chieftains
reason
are
to take
fine.
this list.
Yeah.
Oh, the chieftain's strength 6.
Yes, they are.
Ugh,
They're at that really nice strength 6 point.
that's quite yuck, actually. I mean, it's still
And heroic
it's
strength
awful.
as well if you just really want to flex. Because you're not striking.
It's obviously still awful, but strength 6 is actually quite nice. Oh my goodness gracious me! Why?
Yeah, no, seriously. Sam, the 3 Wellington lists are the worst.
Sorry, the chieftains have strike. They don't, do they?
The chieftains?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No,
They just have
they're-
March,
they
don't
got
they?
strength and march.
Yeah.
And
Sorry, strength.
only Warg models can benefit from their heroic actions as well.
Oh, that could be tough.
Just something to note against this player. Just make sure you're making sure they're doing that.
Yeah,
Why don't you just bring like 3 Warg riders or something?
this is the worst list here, easily. I think it's fair to
I
say.
think that's kind of
Watch as it
breaking with
wins.
the theme, did he?
Including the beginning.
Very
I
cool.
think they probably had the Warg Riders in there, and then they just, thought, let's just tone it down. It's only one game.
I think he's got
Just
any
take those
models
out.
for Wag Riders.
I think my favorite part of this is that it works out perfectly at 450. There's no other way to build it.
That's true, actually. That's quite good.
There's
Which
only
is
one way to
beautiful.
play it and only one way to build it. Love it.
Yeah.
This is the list that I'm most excited to play against, I think.
Yeah, and we'll probably be versing it.
Right down the bottom. Oh, yes. Chop, chop. Oh, well. Good on him. He wanted to come. He didn't want to put any effort in.
It's just another disgusting power gamer running Angmar. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. You hate to see it. 2
Yeah.
AMAR lists at a social tournament. Disgusting.
One's slightly better than the other.
All right. What else we got? Take this
All right. We've got a final list for everybody to see tonight. And it's a goodie. Really sums up the scene. We've got the Depths of Moria, Legendary Legion. We've got the Balrog. Denny's muted himself. I'm not entirely sure why. I think he should probably cover his mouth as well. Yeah, we've got the Balrog with 6 Moria Goblin Warriors with shield. And then we've got a Moria Goblin Captain with shield, along with 6 more Moria Goblins with shield. 14 models, 0 bows, and a pathetic nothing really. It's just only 2 might. So I don't know what anyone's worried about.
Who has brought to a
Yeah.
fun, themey, regional, one-day 450-point tournament fun, and they have put a 350-point Balrog in there?
It's not even that. The real middle finger is taking the legendary.
Yeah.
Being like, oh yeah, I want to hit the Balrog. I'll take Morias. It's fun. It's like, actually, no. I'm going to take the Legion. I'm going to be as competitive as possible. Come at me.
Who among us
I like
Yeah.
it.
building our list?
Someone is going to have fun. It might be that one person, but someone is going to have a lot of fun playing this list.
Who
I
here?
thought
was
you had the
thinking,
right to veto
How do I build
lists.
play a Balrog?
Should have seen the one that came before this that I vetoed, It was the Balrog and the drum.
This was
And
the
that was
toned
it.
down version.
Yeah. This is mellow. And a bat swarm. That'd be filthy. He's not got a bat swarm. Could be worse.
I cannot believe.
Do you know what I want to watch? I want to watch this versus the Wargs and hold ground. I just want the Wargs to pile 2 by 2 the entirety of the board and just say, you know what, Varrock? If you can get through all these Wargs in an hour and a half and get to the center, it's all yours. Let's do this.
Feral.
You love to see it. You genuinely love to see it.
Do
I
you?
think it really encapsulates the spirit of the event and just the whole Wanganui meta in general. And I really
Never
hope to
versed
see
a
this kind of
Balrog.
energy
I don't want to verse a
expand into the rest of the Middle Earth League over the next coming years. I'm really excited to see where things go after this.
I don't hate seeing a Balrog. It's a Balrog of 450. That's what really gets my goat. It's a I mean, what are you doing here? What are we here for? Who among us built our lists thinking, okay, I've got March, I've got Strike, got a good number of troops, got a Solid Hero. Oh, and I've got something to beat a Balrog. Nobody here thought I'll pack to beat a Balrog.
I just love
That's all.
that.
That's all.
Oh, yeah. What I have packed is an anti-elf army with no march and no terror answer.
Yeah, we
So-
had acknowledged me that this is the last list that I've had submitted. And I think there's a certain faction that's really been missed out in the Wanganui meta.
Mhm.
What could that be? Could be a faction that someone's had an entire legion dedicated to defeating.
Mm.
It's paid many
It's
points.
it's okay. I've checked the army bonuses I get. I also get woodland creature for my infantry models. So if you need any more terrain, I'll bring some with me.
That'll help.
It may be woods.
That'll help against the Balrog.
Exclusively.
Fine. It'll be harder for them to whip you out of the trees. I guess that's.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. He's got a whip. Oh, that's
And
That's a
Set
spirit
Ablaze.
breaker.
Don't forget Set Ablaze.
It's just good all around fun.
Now, if I'm this person, the first thing I'm doing is I am setting fire to. I'm not sure, Spider Queen or Bat Swarm. One of those two immediately. That's going. What? Go on.
Oh, it doesn't matter because I'm not getting into your army with my courage 1. Can I verse this in Fog of War? Do I even have a
Lords of
chance
Battle's
there?
not
Maybe.
horrific.
Captain with a shield.
Yeah,
baby.
Fog of War. Capturing control's not a bad one. There's actually, again, this thing absolutely slaughters, but it may run into the problem where it just kills too much and doesn't actually have any sort of models to hold objectives.
I think it will.
Um,
Often, I imagine it'll finish a lot of games with one model.
Yes.
Yes.
Guess the model.
Yes. So that probably will help, I guess, in a lot of area control type ones.
Be great if you bought dwarves.
This
Yeah, my
thing
whole
hates
theory is
hold
that this has
ground
been
as well.
cooked from the start, Connor. This is all cooked. You've completely set it up to give yourself a nice little win in Wanganui, make yourself feel good, do all the objective scenarios, paint the dwarves, wait till everyone else has submitted their lists and just tinker around with it so you can put in the right little tools to deal with everything. You know what? I'm going to watch those rolls as TO very, very carefully to make sure that you're not cooking the scenarios as well.
You're not going to be able to see his rolls on the bottom table.
Lend
I wouldn't
dice
worry about
as
it.
well to all the Wanganui players. Just
What's
What's
some
that, sorry?
special microwave dice for all the Wanganui players out there as well. Just, a little bonus for the home team.
The home team. The home team. I mean, this is the end, surely. This is the last time. This is War of Warganui 2. That's the last one. There'll be no sequel. There's no trilogy. They've cut funding.
So once again, guys, next year we will be having a similar event. I'd love to see more numbers come. It's a lot of fun. Just chill time.
Can we get an audit?
There's no contest of champions. You don't have to worry about losing before you hit the table.
I'm
Especially
bringing
when
you
they get
small.
tested.
You don't have to worry about losing before you hit the table.
I think you lose by the time you hit the highway at this point.
Yeah.
I already feel like I've lost. Just waiting for the hammer to fall. Oh well, it'll be a fun time with lovely people, if nothing else. And I've learned something. I've learned not to be so trusting and naive, which is a
Yeah.
great lesson.
Yeah.
Because I believe
That's the real lesson.
I believed you. I thought fun, themey tournament, gonna be chill, gonna be friendly, good people. So I've learned something. I feel like I've grown as a person.
There's been no siege weapons, which is nice.
That's true.
You know,
That's
it's
nice.
good to see that. Good to see that.
That is
Which,
fun.
to be fair, the Balrog would hate is a couple of siege weapons, so that's good for
I
him.
think everybody in the history of the world would hate to see siege weapons.
How many trebuchets could you fit, you reckon? At full-
Assaulted.
You could probably squeeze 3 in, couldn't you?
I think so.
If you would.
Yeah,
Like,
3 and a couple of cheap heroes to get the numbers.
yep.
All right.
Next year. That's my plan.
So, anyone's got favorite lists?
No.
Yeah.
I my favorite list is the canned. It's got to be. I mean, that's.
Oh, the Mahood is up there as well.
They're both great. I think the canned is fearsome. Now, the hood does one thing incredibly well. The can does a lot of things incredibly well.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
can-do attitude.
it's got a lot of the tools, and again, it's quite a unique. I can't say. I mean, being on the scene for a whole year at this point, but I don't think I've seen fully mounted like cans.
Yeah.
You see them splashed into Easterlings or something for the chariots themselves,
Yeah.
but yeah, to just go all out and go,
Only
all
one
horses.
chariot and horseman as well. Like, I like to see way more chariots, but just for the horseman alone, I think that's really, really cool. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Kenny, favorite choice?
Probably the Mahood or the good Angmar list. We've talked about the Farhad enough. I reckon the cheeky little tainted inverter is going to do really, really well. I think it's just like it's a Witch King Gulliver light list, which is going to work against pretty much
scales it down
everything.
quite nicely.
Yeah.
It's a nice.
And 29 models is still a lot when you've got a big spellcaster and a very big hitter.
And the Tainted's a beautiful model as well. I think it's one of the top ring wraiths of the lot, personally.
It's the big kind of hunched over one, isn't it?
Yeah. What about you?
Well, the Paw Patrol speaks to me. The not good Angmar listers didn't even refer to it.
Don't encourage him.
I don't know. Have to ride with him for a whole 2.5 hours. We'll see.
It should have been a sign when I took a Barrow White to a Little Wars from that. You guys should have read that and adjusted appropriately.
I mean, I thought this Warganui place was just the land of pajama elves, and that's why I bought the foul beings of Mirkwood.
You've lost a false sense of security. The man who
I thought
White in a pick to a
I was like, oh, Connor's going to bring like D3 elves. I'm going to bring something that kills them on like 2s. This is going to be fun. No, this has been the big play for over a year now.
Defense 7 dwarves. Here we go.
Just a year now. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna bring a couple of funny, fluffy
throw
elven
Gimli in.
armies,
I'll throw
and then
Gimli
run
in.
a tournament. Make them think it's gonna be, the time to run foul beings of Mirkwood. But no, I'm hurt.
I am just that transparent.
It's gonna be fun, regardless.
I do think I do like your Chieftains list, Sam, as well. I think
Thank you.
It's gonna just love fighting orcs. It's gonna have such a good time, and it doesn't mind about the terror. There's a reasonable amount of terror at this event, and it doesn't care.
I mean, Sam's gonna verse the Balrog game 1 anyway, so it's not gonna matter.
He'll have a great remaining 3 games.
It's what's so annoying is that I guarantee I'll be able to kill every single troop in every single army other than mine in this thing. But it's not going to make a difference. It's not going to matter because there'll be a Balrog, or there'll be a Birder and a Tainted, or there'll be a Chariot, and it's just not going to matter. It'll be chop, chop, chop. But, oh, I'm so sorry. My heroes killed 15 of your troops. Thank you for coming. It's going to be great. It'll be really, really cool. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, I'm glad to see everyone's got the right attitude towards it.
Be cool people, be cool fun. I've never been to Warganui. I'm looking forward to checking out the sights and the sounds and the scene.
Yeah, it's not a bad little town, and the game store that we're playing at is going to be fantastic. They're really excited to have us.
That'd be cool.
It's their first year operating as well, so they're
stoked.
They're brand new and lots of space, lots of snacks available. Should be good.
Spend some money, Denny. That's all I can say. Support the place.
Like, I'll be paying with my honor as I go 6 and 0.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, 0 and 6. But no, I'm sure sure it's a lovely wee place. And I'm sure once they've all completely dominated the Wellingtonians driving up, they're going to feel very nice about themselves.
Hopefully
And
they share us a drink at least. Sort of
yeah, that's what I'm kind of
compensation
hoping
for
for. It's a sympathy drink. Yeah.
the outrageous, the outrageous way we've been treated. Us poor small town Wellingtonians taken out the regions and fleeced by those cunning yokels.
It might have been the plan. Who can say? Who can say?
Us naive small town Wellingtonians. Right. Well, this has been an unmitigated pleasure, can I just say? I've come in here. I'm leaving a much sadder man than I arrived. Put it that way.
Yeah.
I was pretty sad to start with, so it's going to be. It's been eye opening. I'm looking forward to just as much, if not more. It must be said, because now I can see it's going to be a real hard fought chop fest, rather than just backslapping.
Newton Park.
About it, mate, kind of game.
Can't have it too easy, can we?
No, God no, don't want that. And I'm really pleased to see Denny is coming along, despite being a very good player with a terrible list. So I'm hopeful that he might just do something he doesn't do very often and perform really poorly. So fingers crossed.
It's the dream.
Right.
All right. Any last words from anybody? We happy? We've shown the people.
No, looking forward to having you guys up here on the weekend.
Looking forward to seeing you. Looking forward to it very, very much, very, very much. So thank you guys. Thank you for joining us, Connor, today. Thank you for joining me, Denny, today. And you're all welcome, obviously, for me being here. And thank you to our fans, the members of the public. Without you, we are nothing. And with you, we are even less. So thank you very much for your time and your effort and for your subscriptions. We really appreciate them. They keep food on the table. So
And here's hoping we got it under 2 hours with George not here. Whoop.
Easily, well under. Although I could continue thanking you for a few minutes if you want.
No.
Maybe not. All right. Okay.
They're like the Oscars music's going to start playing in the background. So.
Thanks, everybody. See you later.